Hey everybody, welcome back to Magic Orthodoxy. My name's David and this is a deck review. Today we're going to look at the Steamboats. This is the reprint of the original 999 Steamboat deck that was printed from the United States Playing Card Company. I did a review earlier about my original deck. My original deck is a blue back, and so when I bought the Dan and Dave reprints, I bought the red back. So like I said, this is a Dan and Dave reprint. You can still acquire these decks from dananddave.com. If you know anything about the Steamboats, originally it was a 100-year-old line that United States Playing Card Company did, and by indicating that they were the Steamboat line, it was kind of that generation's way of saying that this was the cheapest line you could buy. And like I said, this line ran for about 100 years, and then it is now no longer in print, and so that kind of makes it a collector's deck now. For those people who have the original deck. The box is different than the original deck. The original deck didn't have the back design on the back like this does, so that would be a good way for you if you are collecting the older decks or the new decks. This front of the box is actually the back of the box on the original deck. The original deck says 999 across the top, and it's very plain actually. It's not very, it's not as ornate as this box. The box on this deck is embossed, and it has kind of a texture to it all the way through. This is the second deck in the reprint line that Dan and Dave did. They released two decks together. They released the Bicycle Fanbacks and the Steamboats together at the same exact time. And so I have another review where I do the reprints for the Fanbacks, and so this is the second deck in that little series that they released. Other than that, the tuck box isn't necessarily white. It's kind of a cream color, as if it had been faded by the sun, or if it has an aged look to it. In fact, the cards as well are not white. You won't be able to see this that well on the screen, but these aren't white cards. They're cream colored. So they have that, again, that aged, older look to them, but they're brand new cards and they feel like brand new cards, and they're really nice. So the back design is a casino back meaning that the pattern repeats all the way to the edges, because most casinos do not use cards that have white borders. White borders allow card cheats to mark and make indicators as to what the different values of the cards are, and so most casinos like a full pattern all the way to the edge. As long as the pattern repeats evenly, you can flip the cards either way when you shuffle, and it makes for a really pretty fan, and it makes for a really neat edge design on your decks. With this deck, you're not going to get any gaffs. There's no extra cards. You will get two ad cards that say that these cards are from Dan and Dave, and you will get the two classic traditional full-size Steamboat jokers. I have the picture of a steamboat coming at you. And then you get the really beautiful Steamboat 999 Ace of Spades. And so again, this is a collector's deck. It's for those that would like to have the vintage Steamboat look without actually playing with vintage Steamboats. And it's just, again, one of those decks that I think it's a lot of fun, and if you are into Dan and Dave decks as much as I am, this is a fun deck to pick up. And so, as always, you can subscribe to this channel just to stay up to date on the latest in cards and card magic. You can also follow me on Twitter, which is twitter.com/magicorthodoxy. You can also like my page on Facebook, which is facebook.com/magicorthodoxy. Thanks.